Thank you all and welcome to my session Machine Learning using Azure Machine Learning Designer here at Cloud Lunch and Learn Marathon 2021. This is a very introductory session and main goal of this session is to provide you a basic ideas about Azure Machine Learning. Also it will help you to create a machine learning solution without any prior knowledge of data science, maths or machine learning. Myself, I am Alpa Budbati. I'm working as Azure consultant at Cluster Reply. Here are today's agenda. Initially, we are looking what is machine learning and what is Azure machine learning. Also, we looking why we need Azure machine learning. Then we see a general step to create any machine learning model. In part 2, we are looking a demo using Azure Machine Learning Designer or Studio. And here we're using case study for a classification model to predict approval of loan. What is Azure Machine Learning? So a computer program or a system that can learn from experience. This experience comes from data or examples. And here from this data or example, computer program will train themselves and they will try to find out a pattern and that pattern help them to predict a future outcomes. So here we are not writing any explicitly uh, code to do a prediction, but they do by themselves. So this is called a machine learning. So now is Azure Machine Learning? Azure Machine Learning is a cloud-based service for creating and managing machine learning solution. We can say it's machine learning on a Azure cloud. So why we need Azure Machine Learning? There are a few reasons. Because first of all, it's a PaaS service, platform as a service. So we do not need to worry about infrastructure or hardware. Second thing is anyone can use Azure Machine Learning Studio or Azure Machine Learning coding interface, and they can start coding or they can start doing their machine learning solution. So if like someone new, then they can use no code, less code, designer or AutoML. Someone who know already Python or scikit-learning, that can use a code first, which is Azure SDK. The third reason is it has a ready-made inbuilt algorithms. So we don't need to write down step by step of classification mode, binary classification model or image classification model, because it has already available like recommendation system, image classification model, computer vision models like that. And fourth reason is it speed up a data science process because we can spin up a computer's hardware, a GPU or CPU. We can install. We have installed a device ready-made just a click away in a few minutes. And last not least, deployment. It make a deployment very easy. Just a click a button away. So let's move into a key terms of a machine learning. So these are the very basic key terms for Azure Machine Learning. First one is the features. Features here you can see in this diagram that it's a simple data set for a supervised machine learning for a predicting house price. Here you can see that we have a three input features. They are independent variables or we can say input features which help model to predict the output or target values. So here we are predicting a house price. You can see that this model will predict a house price. And here you can see that we have a training data and testing data. We have splitted our data set into, like for example, generally we do 70% and 30% data. 70% of data used for training purpose and 20% for 30% for testing purpose. So those are the testing data. Let's see what is the like general or main steps in a supervised machine learning model. So first of all, we need to collect the data. So that is, and then it's like comes under data processing. So once we have a data and generally it won't be in a proper format. So we need to do a cleansing data. We need to remove duplicate of data. We need to select a proper features, input correct features which directly related to our solution of a problem. So this comes into this category, feature selection category. Then once we happy with our data set, there is no any missing value, there is no any duplicate value, there is no need to convert any values. Once we happy with that, then we need to split our data set. As I said earlier, 30%, 70% of training data, 30% of testing data, or 80-20 or 50-50, depending on nature of our data set and our problems. So once we split our data, then we need to provide a training data into training model plus algorithm. And once a model is trained and we happy, then we need to score a model. If we are not happy with the output, then we again need to start from step 1 to step 5. Once we happy with the fifth step, then we need to do evaluation of model. Once we finish step 1 to step 6, that means our model is a correct one and is ready training at a training stage. So now it's time to deploy our model into testing environments. So we need to deploy it in a testing environment, but that one we are not covering into this section. So let's move into demo. So here we are going to see a loan approval using Azure Machine Learning. So you can see that here. So first step is we need to go to portal.azure.com and we need to create our resource group. So once we create a new resource group, for example, I have already created, but you can click here and you can create new resource group. So once you create a resource group, then after you need to go to your resource group. So here my resource group is that. And now we need to add our resource. So here our resource is machine learning. So you need to say here machine learning. So once you select here machine learning, you workspace. Once you add, give a suitable name for your workspace, it will create for storage account for storing the experiment and log and other information. It also create a key vault which help to store a security information, security related information, and it also create application insight which help us to monitor our pipelines, machine learning pipeline. And here we don't need to worry about a container registry at the moment. So once you create that, you can see I have already created here. So I'm not going to create it. So I have already created my machine learning workspace. So here you can. So once you create your machine learning workspace, you need to click on a launch studio, and it loading into this default page. Here you can see that it has designer view and AutoML view that help for any developer or any beginner of machine learning to do machine learning solution without any knowledge of coding. So once we comfortable with this, we can slowly move into our notebook, which is a Python SDK environment. So let's see the basic key component of Azure Machine Learning. So here you can see that the workspace have an asset, and these are the main assets. Data set. We can load a data set or we can store from another store. So here you can see that I have loaded one data set which is training and so load. So I have added it via this way. So I have stored a file into my local computer and then I have a browse from here. But we can do via different mechanism, like we can store from third-party application, web application, or open data source, or we can collect from another data store like block storage or like that. So once you create your data set, you can see that you can consume it by using this line of code. You can explore it a little bit more, like you can see here. Even you can see profiler, which give you the many information which related to statistics, like how many missing values, what is min, what is max, and like that, how many counts on your data set. Um, So this is a data set. Now let's move into pipeline. Pipeline is nothing but it's a sequential step of your module and the data set. So once we have all sequential step flow in your canvas, in your workspace, you can submit that one. So that turn into experiments. And this experiment is similar to experiment of any our real life scenario, like any cooking experience like that. So it stores separate experience in here. Each experience, once you submit, it stores as an experiment. So you can see it later on. So it's here. And once you have a pipeline and you generated experiment, and once you're happy with your experiment, you can create an inference pipeline, which is a deployment pipeline. So once you create that pipeline, then it will generate a model, which is in here. And once you have a model, and once you publish your model, it generate endpoints. These endpoints will use by like any applications. For example, you here you can see that this is my endpoint, inference endpoints, and here you can see that it has it generates a URL. So this URL I can use in any third-party applications. So like that, I can test this URL via providing this information, and I can consume it in another application. And here they have provided basic code as well, sample code for that. You can see it's in a C# language, it's in a R language, and it's in a um, Python languages. So that's our basic assets. Now compute. Compute is once we need a compute for even training our model or deploy our model in a production environment. So I have a one compute which is a cluster, a compute cluster in here for my training pipelines. So let's deep dive into designer. So once we go to designer, you can see that here we have ready sample. So for example, we have a different kind of binary classification, image classification, we have a computer vision, we have recommendation, and we have a later identify. So for example, if you click that, then it will load over here. You don't need to worry about anything, you just need to create your compute, which I can show you how you do it. I have already, so I can use this way, or I can create a new compute by just clicking here. You can give name, and once you save, it will create. It takes few minutes, but it create a compute for you. So once it's created, you can select here and you can submit this pipeline, or you can modify it. So here they have a ready-made sample for that. So now let's move into our pipeline, which is I already have created because of time constraint. So here you can see that I have a, I think it's better, I can show you how to create a pipeline. So for example, if we go to here and we launch a studio, and if I go to designer, and if I create new pipelines, so you can see that here is a data set. Here they have other modules like transformation modules and feature selection. Then it has algorithms and training modules, and evaluation, score and evaluation modules is available. There are few script languages in Python and R. Also, it has like recommendation, anomaly detection, and there are few more like web services as well for publish as a web service, publish our model as a web service. So here you can see that once I have loaded my data set earlier, I show it appears into here, and I can directly use that into here. So and I can see that what is contained, like I can visualize it here. So you can see that here that I have a 614 observation or records, and I have 13 columns. So also if you select here, for example, gender, then it give a information like how many missing value it has. and what is the type of the feature. So here it's sync feature. So for example, if I go to in a loan amounts, here you can see that it has a missing features of 22 and it's a type of numerical category. Similarly, I have another category also numeric items, which is numeric as well. It has a missing value. So like I can replace a similar missing value type of missing value. For example, numerical type of missing value, I can replace with mint, and string type of missing value, I can replace with mode. So I can add here a missing value task, which is you can say with missing value module, which you can search there and you can drag and drop here, and you can connect them like drag and drop. So now it's connected, and then here I need to see that which features I would like to uh, apply a missing value. So I can say that I need it for loan amount. I can choose another value like loan terms because they are same type. Uh, and here I would say choose the minimum value ratio, maximum value ratio is 1, but in a cleansing mode available are many, but I would like to use replace with mean value because this is a numerical category. Okay, so now if you have another category or another type of the missing value, then you can add one more like this way again, and you do same step, select columns and choose a cleansing mode. So I don't need this one at the moment. Okay, so now if I would like to select, so now I think I'm happy with my data set, and I just would like to select few columns because I have noticed that uh, few columns are not needed, they are not directly impact my output, so it's better to remove them. So here we can remove few columns. So for example, I don't need loan ID, so I only choose required information which directly connect to my loan application, my problems, which is predicting that loan should be given or not. So yeah, like that way. And so now I think I'm happy with my data set. So now it's time to split a data because we have finished the data collection, um, data processing in stage. So now it's a time to do split. So here I can split my data set. I have to connect them, and then now I can select here that how many percentage, 70, 30 or 50, 50 or 80. So I said I want to do 70 and 30. So 0.74, 70% of data for training and 30% of data for testing. So this is my splitting data set, and then I can add here training. Now it's time to do train module as per our earlier information. So you can see here that I have already available train module here. Yeah, so I can choose this train model. So train model have a two input. One is a data set and another one is algorithm. So I need to add here two classification algorithm. So if I use two class neural network, then I can just drag and drop here, and I can connect them into our here. So now it's time to do a score. So if I add a score module, so I just need to drag and drop it here. So it will do score about our models. So this is the done our training pipelines. Once we do score and evaluation. So this is once we happy with our execution of pipeline, output of pipeline, then we just need to submit it.
That's it. That will create a training model for us, and then we need to generate a inference pipeline, which is a testing pipeline, and then we can publish and generate a model. So for time being, I have already created a pipeline for that, and that's we can go to, I think here. Let's go to uh, designer, and you can see that I have already created pipeline for training pipeline for this purpose. So, and I have executed as well because it's take few minutes. So here you can see now I can visualize it how many records they have in my data set. So here you can see that I have a 640 observation and 13 columns. And as you said earlier, you've seen earlier as well, here we can see how many missing records also there. So I have added here cleansing task. So now, because I am replacing loan amount and loan terms, and I'm replacing that with mean value. So now you can see that for loan amount and terms, it will there is no any missing value. Yeah. So if I see here, see it's zero missing value now. For here as well, because I have replaced that with main, and this is the main 341. So wherever it's missing value, it replaced with 342. So that's it. For another missing value, I have added it for another category, which is a string type category. Like this, gender, married, dependent, self-employed, and credit CR have also missing value, and I would like to replace with mode value. So here you can see that output. And if now I see in a gender, you can see that there is a zero missing value. So this is the, now I have a clear data. So now I would like to select only the relevant columns features which are directly impacted to output. So I have selected here those uh, features. So now I have removed one columns. So now I have a data process is done. Data processing is done. So now it's time to do splitting data. So I have splitted it for 80 and 20%. So like 80% of data for training and 20% data for testing. This is depend on our problems or our data. So we can choose 50-50 or 70-30 or 80-20. So now you can see that we have two data set. Uh, one is a training data set which has 80% of observation, and other one is 20% of the observation. So now once we split our data, now it's time to do training module. So I have added training module here, and you can see I have selected target column because this is the column we are going to predict that loan should be approved or not. And here you can see output of it. I think not here, later on in our scoring stage. And I have used here two class neural network algorithms because it's very good for a prediction of binary classification. And now it's a score time. So once you see that in a score, here you can see the output and visualize it. Um, Here you can see that there are two new column have is added, score label and score probability. And this is actual status, like it's almost matching, only few place is not predicting correctly. So yeah, it's scored now. So now we in a score you can see that this is remaining 20% of data. That's why you can see here that it has only 120. This is my testing data which I have applied here, and if you see it evaluate here, like how good our model is. So you can visualize that using here. It will see the old matrix for that. And here you can see how accurate it's 84%. Generally, it's a good because it's 84% roughly. So this is my training pipeline is available, and it's I'm happy with output, so I can do submit and I can create inference pipeline and I can publish it so anyone can use that one. So I think this is the end of the demo, and I would like to conclude this session with following points. Initially, we have seen that what is a machine learning, and then we seen what is Azure machine learning and the basic steps to any machine learning model, like data processing, feature selection, training model, split data set, training model, and then score and evaluation model. Then we have seen a quick tour of Azure Machine Learning Designer, and then we have seen that how approval for a loan works using Azure ML Studio. I would like to thank you for attending this session, and I really would like to thank you for Cloud, Learn, and Marathon 2020 teams for allowing me to provide this session. Any questions so far?